Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles in the bustling city of Dragonstone, where we've recently had quite a bit of flooding. A little bit of a concern about our food supply. I am wondering if we're going to start to have some starvation issues this episode, because last episode we did a little bit of expansion to our houses. Ultimately not that much, because we got rid of a bunch of houses as we built new ones. But also the Vikings are already here, and it's a big one. Let's pause and make sure to coordinate things properly here. Let's make sure all our armies are in position. I only see one. Where are the rest? Did we ever replenish them? There's an army out here. You guys get over here. And then there's an army over here. Does it have its full numbers? It doesn't, but they have been trained, so we will recruit. And then I guess we'll let it unpause for a second just to make sure they've properly joined the army. You guys get to the front lines. They are attacking us head on, basically. And these farms may suffer a little bit for it. Yeah, we've learned our lesson from last time. These forces are formidable. They've brought their ogres, which means that they can very easily overwhelm our walls and just start smashing them down. We cannot allow that. Should be able to get in position in time. What we can do is start our armies on attacking the incoming ogres, because they can attack the ogres without being damaged by them, as far as I can tell. So just getting them to intercept the first guy might be a good idea. And then once the Vikings actually start landing, then we will start defending against them. Yeah, immediately he's going for this tower, and he's got a decent chance of knocking the thing down. We have to do something about it. Everyone, pile in. Get in position. Just tear him apart. Stab his shins till he collapses. That tower is definitely going to go down either by that one or another. Currently we're just not doing anything about that guy. We're just trying to take out this one, and we're failing. He's knocked the tower down. We're constantly stabbing him, but it's not making much difference, it seems. I don't know how much of an effect these guys really have, but the Vikings are probably arriving soon. Let's pause and take a look at the situation. The ogres are spreading all over the kingdom. That's a good thing, really, because it means that more of our archer towers will be working. They're not sort of focusing on one particular part of the wall that they will very easily overwhelm. Yeah, there's loads of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And the Viking ships are just starting to land. Oh, so there's a ship sinking here. Did we take down one of the ogres somewhere else? It's possible. But I'm not seeing it anywhere particularly. Or was it? Oh, this guy here? Oh, he's dying. We got him. Our soldiers were actually able to make a difference. However, we've now got... it's really hard to command these guys. The buttons don't work half the time. I think there's an army inside another army, but yeah, you need huge amounts of people to kill an ogre. But it can be done. They do seem to help. However, this guy is going straight past and going for the walls, which is good. We should probably... I'm a little bit worried that the Vikings are starting to land. We want to be ready for them as well. But really the ogres are the main threat. So... oh, is that tower going already? No, it isn't. Get over there. If I can actually send you properly. Not everyone, apparently. Everybody go! Take him down. Just smash him while he's still stood there. He's going to finish the job in like 2 seconds. There we go, just pile in. Everyone kill him. Meanwhile, Viking ships are landing over here. They're gonna... we're not going to be able to intercept them. Oh, have we got him? It looks like... oh, no, he's still there. He was just white, so I couldn't spot him immediately. I think we've got him. Either way, everyone needs to get back to the gates. Fall back! Protect the entrance! They cannot be allowed to pass. We have killed that ogre. That is 2 down from our army. They're doing very well in that particular respect, if not any others so far. Yeah, they're gonna arrive before we do, it looks like. Oh, no, I think we'll make it. We walk a little bit quicker. The one's still alive? It's hard to tell. It looks like we have lost some people, or maybe we just never replenished them previously. That's another one down. We're doing okay so far. How are things going over here? Because we've just been ignoring this. There's only the one guy around here, and he's got a lot of towers shooting at him, so we should be okay. Currently the Vikings... oh, there's a couple trying to sneak around over there. Okay, send our larger army in that direction. They can intercept them. These guys can stay behind and hold off this guy over here. Yeah, they're trying to sneak past. Not having it. We'll intercept. The arrows are taking him out as well, though. That's going fairly well. And some of them are going all the way over here. Again, though, the towers should be enough to deal with them. As long as we protect, like, the farms and things. Speaking of... Oh, they've gone and snuck round the side. Alright, you guys get over there as fast as possible. Try and command both units, but it's a little bit difficult to do that. Yep, they're going to manage to set some things on fire. Oh, they're actually going that way. Oh, crap. I guess just... I'll tell you to go there. Maybe I didn't need to send both armies, really. Another one coming over here. Let's go out to meet them. We shall ride out and meet them in the field. Oh, they've gone that way now. Right. Change of plan. Actually going to have to go back and around. At this rate, the arrows are going to take him out before they even bother doing anything. He's not tried setting anything on fire yet. Come on, there we go. We've got him. Should kill him fairly easily. That's that done. Where are the remaining Vikings? There is a boat over here, but it's empty. Oh, there is another group of them. Hiding over there. As for everyone else, there's this group here that we're currently dealing... Wait. Oh, dear. He's taken out my general. That army's about to disappear. Meanwhile, there's some guys attacking over here. Seems to be fairly well dealt with. Overall, I think we've got this. However... Oh, and someone snuck past as well. The arrow should finish him off. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll send this unit over here, this unit over here. Did that work? It did not work. I want to select... Why is it selecting both? Just the one unit, please. How does this... Okay, they are going separate ways. It seemed like they weren't properly being separated. Yep, the entire army's gone. Okay, so it turns into a whole bunch of peasants who he immediately steals, I guess. Well, isn't that awkward? Right, well... This guy is moving to intercept. I said this guy's moving to intercept. Get to the gate. Hold the line there. You'll have a couple more guys attack you. That should be fine. There's this group over here that's approaching. You guys get ready to stop him where he stands. You'll need a bit of archer backup to be able to stay alive, I should think. So hang back a little bit. Try and draw their attention towards the towers. Meanwhile, that guy's finished. That's all done. Just in case needed, this guy can be brought back over here. And yeah, we'll just try and draw them over. Yep, they're coming this way. Got plenty of arrows shooting at them. They've set the rubble on fire because why not? Sure. And that looks like a victory for us. There we go then. No walls fell. Our forward towers did, but they're expendable. They're expected to. They at least distracted the ogres and stuff from attacking the farms. The farms were not harmed. People marched through them a little bit, but we stopped them before they did too much damage. Generally, that was a pretty good defense. Shows that our front gate is a lot better manned than other areas, really. And this giant tower might have helped because it is actually the ranges around here somewhere. I don't even know exactly where. It's confusing because it doesn't display the range it's supposed to have. But yeah, unfortunately, we lost an army. And it wasn't even fair, entirely by chance. He just killed the general before he killed anybody else, and so suddenly we lost 32 troops, give or take. So I guess we'll hire another guy and a whole bunch of troops. It's such a dumb system. And let's just queue up 32 people straight away. I said, yeah, there we go, that's 32. Right, and how is everyone doing? These guys, they're all here. This guy, missing a single person. We'll just leave him at the front line for now. Once the big army's finished, we'll send him back to get his one guy. Demolish these, rebuild them as towers. For the next time around. Maybe I should add some more to this. They've served okay so far. Turn this into a proper wall might be a good idea. Maybe just starting to expand this wall out over here and get it going all the way around. I don't know. Well, anyway. So, yeah, last episode we were working on expanding out the houses. Let's check on happiness, because we aren't properly building them right now. We're missing things at the end here, so these guys aren't happy about... actually, lack of food is the issue, so we probably want to build a market around here. And also check the food situation, which at the moment seems fine. It does seem to be okay. That's the thing, the numbers are, they lie now, so I can no longer tell what anything is, because we can't possibly have gained 500 extra food in a year, surely? I mean, I guess it's possible because we had a famine last year, well not a famine, a flood last year, so we used up a lot of our food stores. Yeah, our food gets really, really low before the harvest arrives. Like, extremely dangerously low. We'll keep an eye out for the year ticking over. Apparently had 108 lost to exposure last year. There's the harvest, just in time. We got down to 100 food. And now we'll go rocketing back up to something hopefully in the region of 1,500. The year still hasn't ticked over, so I can't see what sort of changes we're getting. Up to 1,000. Oh, there we go. Basically the same. So it's saying that we gained another 500 in the year. That's not possible. That makes no sense. We definitely didn't. And we lost about the same to exposure. The fact that we're losing some to exposure it suggests that we're doing okay, because the more, like, short supply the food is in, the better people will be at actually harvesting the fields for the food. So the fact that we're still losing some to exposure makes it sound like we're okay, but it could mean that there's just one particular set of fields that isn't set up very well, doesn't have enough granaries. Could be this one, could probably do with having a few more granaries, really. Also, I've remembered that I was told this particular farm over here was what burned down that I couldn't see last episode. We had to play that game again. Yeah, so food is not great, but I think it's stable though. As far as I can tell, it looks like it's stable. We're back up to like 1,100 again. 1 year later, so... And again, things ticked over and about 100 lost to exposure. It still says we've gained 500, so who knows what that means. So I think we're okay, but we are going to be building more houses. That's literally the point of this episode. The hope is that maybe I can get to the next level of city beyond Bustling City by the end of this. But I don't want to rush it, because everyone will immediately die after arriving in the city, because they'll starve, and that would be stupid. So yeah, we'll continue with the construction of the piers for now. So we'll have a bit more room to expand the houses. Don't want a tree there, really. There isn't one there right now. I can't order another house because we just used all our resources making a huge number of piers. Fair enough. So yeah, what we need to do is find out where we're losing our harvest. What particular farms do not have enough granaries? Should be fine here. This one might be struggling because it's basically just using this granary here, which is also using half the stuff from here, I'd imagine. Currently these granaries are empty though. Are there any that are full? Not over here, but I'm guessing... Ah, that one's not even that full. Ah, but out here is probably... Yeah, there's a load of food over here that's just sat there. So this is possibly where the food is all being lost. What we need is another granary. I guess, pretty simple. And perhaps a... Oh, we just lost something to fire. Oh. Ah. Why does this keep happening? How many people have we just trained that we've just lost again? How much in the way of armaments has just gone down the drain? Okay, right, well, I guess we'll build it back in the same place again. Let's just build a well in it. I was going to build a well inside the courtyard. Because this is just ridiculous. I mean, maybe I could actually rotate it and put it somewhere else, like, over here, maybe, now that we're moving things around a bit. I was thinking of having a road across here, though, at some point. Back here, perhaps. Just so that this isn't quite so wasted over here. I was considering having a road running down this way, but then it can't connect up to stuff over here yet. It can do later. Actually, I have a slightly better idea about how I'm going to do that when I eventually do it, and it does actually mean that I'll leave this where it is. But yeah, that's just a pain. And now we've got a dragon attack. That shouldn't be a problem. Usually isn't. Here he is. He's a little one. We'll deal with him in no time at all, especially if he just sits there being shot by 3 different towers. Though he is now going to to the middle of the kingdom where we can't really shoot at him much. We're getting rid of more and more towers in the middle and leaving a bit of a hole in our defenses. Oh, he's off. Can we get him? Oh, we didn't get him. He escaped. Terrible work by our archer towers there. Need more ballistas, I guess. Right, let's build more of these. Now that we've built up the materials for it. Also, one nestled in there. We can build out these roads a little bit more. Not particularly important right now, but it'll matter later, I suppose. Yeah, people aren't great with the happiness right now. Is it food again? Yeah, everyone's complaining they're hungry. But food's doing okay. It is actually alright. Looking at the numbers, it is fine. But yeah, I imagine that over here is where... Not all the food has been harvested, or did I just miss when the crops die? Because they all die at once at a certain point. And yeah, the fact that people were still harvesting from that means that I must have just missed seeing the crops disappear, because they immediately started growing again, so it must have been the case that we just reached... We just ticked over the point where the crops would go bad. So this is the problem area. We need to connect it up a lot more effectively to the rest of the kingdom, I think. So I think we need ourselves some gates somewhere, and it makes sense to have a road running all the way down here and have a gate here. Something to that effect. I think it is time to start bringing the walls out to here one way or another. Because this is supposed to be fixing our food issues, and right now a lot of it is not getting where it's... Yep, we just lost like 6 food per farm across the entire thing. As far as I could tell, and that is no good, so... Yeah, we'll order more piers. Always the solution that I choose for every problem. Build them out to here and basically get them to here, and then a road running along. And then we'll get rid of the bridges and stuff. We'll knock down this. There we go, and then as we get more materials, we'll order more construction going out that's in this direction. There we go, all the work's finished at once. We'll suddenly have a few people free. Continue building those roads, keep everyone busy. At the moment, in terms of idle people, we're doing really well, and that's because, of course, everyone we were training disappeared. So once again, we'll order 32 new people to be trained. And hope the thing doesn't burn down this time. Where's the nearest well? There's one right there! It's burned down twice, and there's a well literally a stone's throw from it. Less than a stone's throw. It's ridiculous. I hate fire. It's the worst. Right, let's keep this running as quick as we can. Make use of the free people we have right now. Clear out some space here, and then we can fill in the proper thing there. This does mean getting rid of a ballista, but I'll replace it with like 2 more to solve that. Yeah, so I guess I'll just have a tower here and a tower here. So that was already in that menu. 1, 2, and then we can't build them on the other side yet. Gotta wait for the supplies to build up. I think it's 15 stone, is it? Something like that. Nope, because it didn't let me build another one. It is 15 stone. Why didn't it let me order the next one? Bit weird. And then we'll build ballista, ballista, and then we'll knock this one down. Good time to do it when we're not expecting a Viking attack particularly soon. He says, checking the clock and deciding that maybe particularly soon isn't quite the right thing to say. What we need really is a road running along here, and for that we'd need to get rid of this wall entirely. We don't want to do that quite yet, because we've got this right up against this road, so we'd have to have something like a wall going here or whatever. And then our gate would be much smaller. But then we'd have the enemy more surrounded by towers if they tried to get through the gate. Not that they do that, they'll attack the corners with the rogers and knock them down, and that won't go well for us. We'll order more piers as it becomes possible to. Just fill in the entire sea. But yeah, people I think now can go from A to B here. Also, we'll add in the new granary. We need that because they need to actually be able to store the food before they take it anywhere. Of course. We'll build it like that. Back to back with the other one. Bit awkward for the moment. Later on we'll have a proper road and it'll all make a bit more sense. For the moment it'll do. people will be able to get their food where they want it. How's the recruiting doing? Oh, we've got 16 ready. You get in position. Recruit right now. That's 16 people. Good timing. I think one of them's disappeared. I'm going to order an extra one. Somebody died of old age after being trained. That must be awkward. You've just completed your training. You're sat in the courtyard waiting for a general to arrive and recruit you for war, and then you just die of old age. Just sat there, you have a heart attack, or whatever. And it's like, why did we train this guy? He was 80. What were we thinking? This was not a good investment. Oh, there's already orders there. So we'll order these over here. We can build the final section of road. And also one inside the gateway. And there, people are starting to transport the food, and they're taking it straight to that granary there. So that does show that, yeah, they're struggling for storage space. And it's all just sat here, not being able to be harvested. Once this is built, that'll help. We need people to be delivering. Yep, there it all goes. 9 from a lot of them this time. That's where all the wasted crops are going. Yeah, it needs to be transported from here to somewhere else as well. We need a market on like this end over here so that they deliver from these particular locations and not any of the others that are also nearby, and I guess better like targets for the market people. Continue with this. Perhaps it's time to start ordering the houses as well. Let us do that. So 1 here. And then we're out of materials. We'll have to wait a while. I did literally just order all the wood and stone we have be used up to make more piers, so fair enough. It's actually wood that's the issue now again. It's annoying. We could maybe do something about that, but there's a couple of trees around here that we've not got covered yet, maybe? Not many. Yeah, not really. We've done a fairly efficient job of making use of the trees here, though I don't think there's more we could put over here, but we just had a dragon turn up. It's a small one, should be fine. I'm just going to carry on with the work. We can order one more house. So, there we go. It's 5 more that we need to reach the 1,000. And I've just realised we've gone quite over time. At this rate, we're going to have another Viking attack before the episode is over. So I guess we will finish it there. But we are now definitely on the way. Oh, there goes the dragon. It landed on something. Or got away? I'm not sure. I heard a thump. So I assume... Oh, yeah, it landed on this tower over here. Oh, and that one's also... Was it a fire? I'll order these replaced. I think they were both ballistas, weren't they? So that's expensive. Jeez. One there. And it won't even let me build the other one because we don't have enough wood, but now we do. There we go. Houses currently under construction. All we'll need after these 2 is 3 more. Can easily do that, but that will be next episode. Hopefully we have the food for it. Seems like we might do once we get the system running better. The granary is now built, so that might be enough. We shall see. But that is all we have time for today, so I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.